It's a good win. I mean, it's a long season. It's a good team, good record, young team. So it's a good win at home.
How was the ankle feeling?
It's getting there. It's not all the way back, but it's getting there.
Was there much doubt going into yesterday that you'd be able to go?
There's always. I mean, you're trying to be smart. Obviously, you play when you're healthy. Yesterday morning was a little bit just seeing how it felt, go through my workouts, and felt good enough. So I want to be out there with my teammates.
Obviously, it helps that shots go down, but did you feel like there was any difference in how those threes were created yesterday?
Yeah, 100%. Us having 33 assists on, I think it was 47 made buckets. Like, that's who we are. That's what we have to be. That's what we have to continue to try to work towards. And it's a fun and good style of basketball to play when we're moving the ball like that. And we've had a lot of success at it, so we got to continue to try to do that.
How much do you feel like maintaining pace was part of that, and what's the key to doing so?
Yeah, I mean, you want to play in transition, obviously. It's something that, again, we've been good at here, especially with Fox at the helm. You just got to be able to run with him and play fast. And as we continue to push our pace, get better, I think we're going to find more open looks for sure.
Malik in the lineup right now, it seems like there's a lot of playmaking.
For sure. Malik, he's making a ton of plays for us. Getting downhill, feeding Domas, hitting shooters, spraying, just being aggressive. So it's kind of 12 assists since I was his career high. It doesn't feel like he's had 12 assists here before. I don't know, but he's making a ton of plays. And, we need that on the offensive side of the ball.
Does anything change for you?
In terms of no longer being in that rotation, but I mean, does anything in your role change on this team when you come off the bench? It really doesn't. It really doesn't. I think a lot of people put a lot of stock in that. Put a lot of emphasis on that starter, non-starter, and I think for me, it's being on the court. I want to be on the court. I know I can help this team at a high level when I'm out there and doing my thing, and so whatever that role is, if I'm coming off the bench from the start, and I know that if I do my thing, I'll be able to help.
In the past, you guys have struggled with length and physicality, and obviously that Rockets team has a lot of both of those things. Was the approach different from you guys? Or was it embracing it? What was kind of the mentality?
Yeah, I mean, I think in general most teams have issues with length and physicality. I think that's why a lot of teams are trying to get lanky defenders and physical on the defensive side of the ball, and that team is kind of what they're known for going into that game. I think they have a couple of guys that have reputations around the league of how they play, and something that we spoke about in shoot around and during practice about bringing the fight to them and knowing again how they play and how they're going to try to win the game. And so it's a game that I think we were ready for, and honestly Memphis is similar in some ways, so we got to be ready in the same way.
Is that something that you can sustain? Like you talked about, Memphis is similar in that regard, with bringing the fight to somebody, kind of doing that punch first mentality.
Yeah, I think as we continue to be the team that punches first, and maybe has that reputation, something that we continue to work towards. But there's some teams that need to do that to play at a high level. They need to kind of muck up the game and talk a little trash and try to get in your head a little bit. That's part of how they win and how they play. I'm not sure that's exactly that's how we're going to be, but again, it's just not backing down, bringing the fight to other teams.
That's what bringing the fight. Isaac Jones bringing the fight there. What do you think about his productivity at this point?
He's been great. Isaac, he's young. He's got fresh legs. He's got long arms. He plays up near the rim. He plays with a ton of energy. Someone that I think has gotten a lot better even since training camp. So happy for him, and him like everybody else, we got to keep it going.